I think I'm going to need more space for paragraph 2. Let's take a look at what the assignment says, and then there are some tips to keep in mind. Okay, so it says here for the second paragraph, in this paragraph, describe your animal in great detail. Include information. So actually mine says include information from the slides fun facts about your animal, day 2 slides, and what does your animal look like, day 3 slides. All right, so remember to open those up, I would just go into my Google Classroom and go to my classwork, and I would find those slides. So I would find my animal research project, and I would just open my slides. I might even have to go into the assignment, friends, and unsubmit my work. You know that it doesn't look the same in the teacher Google Classroom. So I'm just going to remind you, you might need to unsubmit your work in order to open it. Okay, so it said to use information from the day 2 and day 3 slides. So in day 2, there's this really great fact sheet that we made. How long does your animal live? How much does your animal weigh? How long does your animal get? How tall can your animal get? Those are all descriptions about the animal. They seem pretty important. I want to think about those. Also, I have this really great slide here with a lot of information about what does it look like. And you'll remember that when I was thinking about this, I had been really careful to choose my pictures that I included so I could be looking at this animal to describe it. And I talked out loud about what I was thinking, and then I typed those things that I was thinking. I was really careful, and that means I feel really confident that this part is all in my own words. So in fact, what I'm going to do is highlight all of it, and I can use the right-click, copy, or I can use my hotkeys Control-C to copy this information. Then I'm going to come back here to my day 7 work that we're working on right now. And I'm going to increase the size of my text box for this paragraph, right? Let's make sure I'm on the right one. Here we go. You won't have this problem. You will be really careful. Make sure you put your work on your slides. All right, now I can highlight this and delete it and then say, nope, Control V to paste, or I can paste it in. Now, as you can see, it looks like it's now going off the page. All right, well, I'm not really sure that this is enough to be done with my paragraph because all I did was copy and paste. I have some tips for writing a body paragraph. Let's look at those tips and then look at what I have so far, and we'll compare it to the paragraph that I wrote, and I can explain how I got some of my ideas. All right, for body paragraphs, remember, a paragraph is 5 to 8 sentences long. The first sentence, even here, is a topic sentence in which we hook the reader. The next 3 to 5 sentences give important facts and supporting details. Connect the ideas with transitions. The last sentence, or 2 sometimes, wraps the paragraph up, reminding the reader of the topic, but say it in a new way. Okay, so let's go back and look at what I've copied in so far, and then we're going to compare that to my final version so we can think about what I added in order to really make it a paragraph. All right, I have here, it looks like a bear and acts like a bear, so it's a bear. Giant pandas are only 2 colors, black and white. That sounds cool, but the coloring has some special features. The fur around a panda's eyes are black, so it has 2 black eyes. In addition, it has 2 black ears and a black nose. Although it doesn't seem to help them hear better, its front and back legs are black. The black is on the front legs, chest, and upper back. The rest of the panda is white. The panda blends in with the bamboo forests and snow. I'm kind of already thinking that I don't have a wrap-up sentence here yet. Let's look at my final version and see what maybe I added. All right, I liked that sentence about If it looks like a bear and acts like a bear, it's a bear, but it didn't really seem like a good beginning. So here's what I did instead. Giant pandas are one of the easiest animals to recognize because they look very unique. I was thinking about how we can immediately recognize a panda because of its coloring and body shape. First of all, so friends, this is where I started using my transitions. And first is a great example, but I wanted to make it a phrase, not just a word. So I chose first of all. First of all, they are only two colors. Keeping it really simple here, friends. I would say pandas are mostly black with some white patches. So I'm thinking about how I told you out loud about it. Okay? That's because they have black ears, eyes, and nose. In addition, the black fur around their eyes make it look like they have two black eyes. I was kind of thinking about saying something about how it makes them look like they're so tough, but they don't really look tough. They look so cuddly, so I left that out. All of a panda's legs are also black. Some of the panda's chest and back are also black. Look, I found something to fix. Those are the reasons I believe a panda is black with some white spots. So I gave some reasons, and then I said, those are the reasons why I think this. That was really important. This coloring may help the panda blend in or camouflage. I wanted to show that I learned that word camouflage. So rather than just saying this thing about pandas blend into bamboo forests or snow, I wanted to use the more technical academic words. They camouflage. So I made sure I put camouflage instead of blend in, but I put both. So I was proving I knew what it meant. You might want to think about doing that. Pandas look like bears. So this is that same idea. If they look like a bear, they must be a bear. They are small bears. So friends, I hadn't done anything from the day 2 slides about how long or tall they are. And that's why I added this here. They are small bears. They only stand 2 to 3 feet tall on all 4 legs. They also weigh about 250 pounds. That's the same as a big human. Finally is an important transition word. It tells you it's my wrap up. Finally, they can live about 20 years. Okay, so what I ended up with was pretty different than what I just copied and pasted, but a lot of this is the same. I just thought about putting in some additional transitions and being clear what my opinion was and what was fact. So you can see that even after I copy and paste, I need to go back and do some fixing and thinking about things like transitions. And did I include everything I needed to? It told me to put information from day 2 slides, fun facts about my animal, and day 3 slides, what does your animal look like? So I couldn't just do my copy and paste and then be done. I had to think about adding some information. This about how tall they are and how much they weigh and how long they live all came from the day 2 slides. And I needed to have information from both day 2 slides and day 3 slides. It's important to go back and make sure at the end that I followed all of the directions. Okay, now, one more thing you should do. You want to have a parent help you edit. They can help make sure that you put those spaces in, because I've noticed sometimes that we're forgetting, friends, after we put a period in a sentence that we need to add a space before we put the capital letter in the beginning of the next sentence. We can have a parent help and make sure that we've done that important step. Also, we can have our parent help us refer back to the transition words and phrases and see if we have some in our paragraphs. Okay, finally, your teachers are going to want to see your work. So you want to make sure that you go back to Google Classroom and turn your assignment in. I can't wait to see the amazing work you do.